Vice President of Business Development of Genesis Group. Hi, Victoria.
Hello, Alexei.
Victoria, Genesis Group has grown from a small Ukrainian startup to one of the largest tech apps ecosystems globally. What is the secret sauce? Can you give us a snapshot of what Genesis is today?
Genesis is a global co-founding ecosystem. To give you a snapshot of our scale and business model, we are a team of 8,000 people driving a portfolio of 55 companies and spin-offs. We have launched over 100 subscription apps, and our products have been downloaded more than 1 billion times globally.
Well, numbers speak for themselves.
Thank you, Alexei. I also want to add that while our engineering talent is rooted in CE, our mindset is global. The US market represents 55% of our business, and it means that we can compete and sometimes win in one of the world's toughest environments.
With over 10 new business launch annually and 80% survival rate, Genesis definitely has a formula for picking the winners. How does Genesis decide which markets and niches to enter and expand globally?
We definitely don't have any secret formula. I wish we had, but I believe growing talents from within is super important. We invest a lot of time and resources into creating our educational programs, both within Genesis schools, but also in partnership with universities. 50,000 Ukrainians were educated via our university programs, and some of our students later became C-level executives in Genesis, more than 20 people that I know. To address the first part of the question, you definitely have to be data-driven. We trust the data. We analyze market size, competition, monetization potential. We're trying to look for underserved niches where we see the huge demand from the audience, but not that many great products. We are trying to play our strengths in. So we understood at some point that we know how to build subscription-based businesses, and now we have dozens of businesses under this model in health and wellness, utilities, lifestyle, education, and other verticals. And last thing, I want to add that you need to test a lot. So your original concept might be wrong, but if you A/B test a lot and you check everything while experimenting, then you can maybe pivot fast and still build successful business.
What would you say are the core pillars of success for Genesis in cross-border business? What do your businesses do differently to scale globally?
Entrepreneurial mindset of our founder-led businesses is definitely the first pillar. People are very hungry and motivated to build global products. And no matter what you do in Genesis, entrepreneurship is in our DNA. You have to innovate, you have to move fast, you have a huge level of freedom to launch new products from scratch. Second thing is shared infrastructure. So on the group level, we are building different solutions like payments, LMS, etc. Also, we secure access to the best global advertising platforms. We share best practices, success cases across the group. So our founders need to think about finding product market fit and promoting the products, but don't need to worry about infrastructure. And finally, third pillar is the speed of tests and iterations and taking decisions in real time. We're huge believers in MAPI-enabled automation. Almost all our campaign edits are done automatically and in real time. And some of our most advanced businesses are launching thousands of creatives every week. And the speed with which they're moving is pretty impressive.
That is very unique for the market. Meta is your largest marketing partner, representing significant share of your marketing investment. How has Meta ecosystem enabled your cross-border growth, and what are the solutions behind it?
Meta is practically the launchpad for Genesis ecosystem businesses. It's one of the primary discovery and user acquisition channels, and many of our businesses would launch on Meta from day one to test their new products and then scale to other platforms. I also want to give you a couple of examples of the solutions that were working really well recently for us. First is Reels. More than 80% of our spend is going through Reels format, and that's self-telling. Value solutions. We have grown 4 times year on year in the number of tests around value solutions. Partnership ads. This has been the discovery even for me. Some of our ecosystem businesses manage to scale with partnership ads, and that's profitable scale from 0 to close to 40% of their overall share in the marketing budget. And last but not least, copy integration is super important. But pay attention to the quality and the number of signals you're sending back to Meta. You should have high EMQ score. If it's low, that's probably a good idea for optimization for your business.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Genesis is known for creative production at scale. Some of the businesses like Holy Water develop their own AI-enabled creative production flow, testing up to 25,000 creative per month. How is AI transforming the way you build and scale your businesses?
AI, including Meta AI, is embedded into the whole creative production flow, from ideation to production to testing and optimizing the creatives. And it's like the closed circle. You constantly have to repeat this exercise. Alexei, you mentioned the great example of Holy Water. They have really mastered AI. And what they're doing, basically AI tags the key moments in the creative, whether it be like romance, tension, suspense, etc., and generates similar relevant creatives based on these hooks that AI understands. And overall, I can say that it just starts with the creative, but AI can do much more than that. Our most sophisticated businesses look at it holistically, from the AI-enabled creative production and bulk testing up to finding new product features, launching new products with AI, building new onboarding flows.
That's truly impressive. From AI-enabled creative production to new features, new products, new businesses. And that brings me to my final question to you. For businesses watching this that would like to take their apps globally, what are the top 3 pieces of advice for successful cross-border expansion that you can give?
Don't go global, but start global. Honestly, I even think that in Genesis we don't know how to build local-only businesses. We deliberately try to solve universal human problems. And if your idea can be scaled from day one to at least a couple of markets, probably it's too small for cross-border expansion. Second, live in your user reality, not yours. And definitely it's the hardest part. We as a company with Eastern European roots try to challenge ourselves and our biases. It's really hard to build a product for a 20-year-old college student in the US while thinking like a Ukrainian engineer or entrepreneur. So you have to immerse yourself in the local context, culture, and see the world with your user eyes. And the third, probably, it's not just about the ideas, but about the execution. So no matter how good idea is, if you can't build creative production flows, if you can't build smooth operations, if you don't have a strong backbone, head office, back office, you may call it in a number of ways, then probably you won't go far with this idea. So master operational excellence.
What an advice. Thank you so much, Victoria, for being with us today. Wishing you and Genesis Group best of luck with the global success.